Hello everyone, what's happening? It's been a while since the last video. I got sidetracked for a little bit in March and April when I was home in England, and yeah, I just thought it's a bit pointless doing a review video for the sake of it, so I just forgot about it. But Royal Ascot just finished, and I found myself plunging into the Cheltenham anti-post markets for next year, topping up on a few bets, backing a few new horses, and yeah, I just thought I am just mainly out of boredom. I'll get a little video up now and get the ball rolling for next year. Of course, it's still a long way out, and maybe it would have been more strategical to wait a couple of months before doing this video just to make sure none of my horses have a setback over the summer, or none of my horses change plans or anything like this. But most of my bets that land at the Cheltenham Festival are usually the ones that are placed the furthest in advance, and then the ones that are doing it at the time in the months leading up to the festival are normally well off. So yeah, I just think I'll stick with my gut and what normally works for me, and I'll put the horses up that I fancy at the moment. So just a little review from the last Cheltenham Festival, because I didn't get round to doing one. I think I stayed 25 points and I come back with about 46 points. I thought I had a lot of bad luck in my own personal bets. I didn't do as well as I usually do. I still made profit. And yeah, that's what I want to touch on. I just think that this Cheltenham anti-post gambling can be extremely profitable all the time. Even if you have a bad year, it only takes one or two to put you in profit. Like, I had a bit of hard luck. I have Fernie Hollow in these videos at 11 to 1. You'd like to think he would have went very close in the Allaho. I have Brandy Love 25 to 1. She's come out since and smashed Love Envy, who won the Mares Novice Hurdle at the Cheltenham Festival. So you'd like to think she could have went very close and probably won the race. Tiger Roll just touched off by a stablemate. So it didn't all go smoothly this year. I think I had a couple more injuries too, but I did have Vauban, a point on him, 25 to 1. Him alone would have been enough to put me in profit on these videos, so that's how easy it is. And then Allaho 9 to 2, 2 points, and a couple of horses in the Trixie went in. So yeah, it was, listen, as long as I made profit and didn't make a fool of myself, that was the main goal. But I thought it was a bit of a substandard year, and I'll be hoping for better next year. So talking about one of the horses that got away, Brandy Love for the Mares Novice Hurdle. She's one of my strongest bets for the Cheltenham Festival next season in the Mares Hurdle. She's 7 to 1 across the board on basically every different bookmakers. And Brandy Love 7 to 1. I'm going to have 2 points on her for the Mares Hurdle. I've always thought this was a very classy mare. She always come with a big reputation. Like I said, I put her up in the videos last year. She had a good season. She had that run where she jumped markedly to a right. But she made amends, going right-handed again. The run after, when she absolutely demolished the Mares Novice Hurdle winner, Love Envy, and a couple of other classy mares. So I think this is a wide open division. Listen, don't get me wrong, I don't want to overlook Marie's Rock, who had a great end to the season last year, winning the Mares Hurdle at Cheltenham, but I think this Brandy Love could be a different kettle of fish compared to what else is in that market. She's got a lot of upside. I remember Paul Townend saying he thinks she can go right to the top, and I'll have 2 points on Brandy Love, 7 to 1 for my first selection for the 2023 Cheltenham Festival. My next one is Ahoy Senor for the Gold Cup. I'm going to have 2 points on him. 10 to 1, I've backed him on Bet365. I think he's a bit short of another bookies, 8 to 1 around that. But like I say, I'm not sticking to any system on this. I'm just putting the horses up at the prices I've backed him recently. So he's 10 to 1 on Bet365. I'll have 2 points on that. I just think Ahoy Senor's made for the Gold Cup. I was impressed with him last year. I didn't think he'd be as good as he was over fences. He just looks like a horse that I just love the test of a Gold Cup and just gallop all day. Of course, this Galopin Des Champs could be the second coming, but I think he's around 3 to 1, is he, Galopin Des Champs? And I just think Ahoy Senor, he just looks like the perfect type of horse for a Gold Cup. He looks like he'll stay all day. And he got plenty of runs into him last season, loads of experience. He looked like he was getting better, and it looked like he was getting better every race, and that the penny was finally dropping when he won at Aintree on the Friday. And yeah, Ahoy Senor 10 to 1, 2 points, that'll do me for the Gold Cup. So that's 2 points on Brandy Love, 7 to 1 for the Mares Hurdle, and 2 points on Ahoy Senor, 10 to 1 for the Cheltenham Gold Cup. So I'm going to do the next one. I'm not sure what the plans are for this horse, but seeing as Brandy Love's going for the Mares Hurdle, I think Allegory de Vassy will probably go for the Mares Chase. She looks like a chaser. The way she jumped hurdles like a chaser, and she looked very classy. She actually beat Brandy Love one day, but I think Brandy Love is the better mare. She jumped markedly to her right that day, as we've touched on. But Allegory de Vassy 10-1 for the mare's chase interests me. I think this is across the board also. I'm just going to do 1 point on her because I haven't heard the plans. Ahoy Senor, you'd think he's definitely nailed on to go for the Gold Cup if he's fit and healthy. Brandy Love they were talking about retirement for her, which I was worried about because I'd already backed her for the mare's hurdle. But they're keeping her in training specifically for a go at the mare's hurdle. So the first two should be nailed on to go that route. Allegory de Vassy, I haven't heard nothing about her. That's why I'll just stick to the 1 point, 10-1 for her to win the mare's chase. I think it looks a very open, I can't think of the words. The horses in that sphere, it's very open. And I'm not a massive fan of Ellie Mare. I took her on with Colreevy 2 years back. I took her on with Concertista this year. I just think there's nothing really super classy in that division. Of course, Ellie Mae's a really likeable horse. You can't knock her. I thought Concertista would have just been that mare that'd be too classy this year. But I thought she jumped fine in the first couple of starts. Everyone told me she jumped horrible. Everyone was right because she did jump horrible. Her jumping was terrible at the Cheltenham Festival, and since then she's been retired and went backwards really. But she was a good mare, Concertista. She just didn't nearly transfer that hurdles form to fences. I'm hoping Allegory de Vassy will. I'm hoping she jumps a fence better than Concertista, and I'm hoping she will be the one to take that division by storm and get ahead in front next year in a very wide open division, I feel like I've touched on. So that's 1 point on Allegory de Vassy 10-1. And that's 5 points in total. I'm going to do a 2 point Trixie like I did last year. I put 3. Anyone could have picked the horse in the Trixie last year. Bob Ollinger, Honeysuckle and Shiskin. I always just like having a bank of Trixie to see if you can just get some points on the board, even if 2 just go in. And my 3 bankers really at this stage would be Delta Work for the cross country 5-2, Allaho for the Ryanair 7-4, and Constitutional 2-1 for the Champion Hurdle. And that's a 27.8-1 Trixie on Bet365. I'll have 2 points on that. Delta Work, listen, him and Tiger Roll were a mile clear at the Cheltenham Festival last year, and Tiger Roll since being retired. Delta Work looks like he's going to take over the mantle for the stable and connections in this race. I think he'll be hard to beat. Allaho, nothing needs to be said. He's a monster over that trip around the Ryanair. He's a monster at Cheltenham. He's just arguably the best horse in training. And yeah, Allaho, as long as he stays fit, nothing's going to stop him from winning the 3rd consecutive Ryanair, are they? And Constitutional 2-1 for the Champion Hurdle. Listen, no disrespect to Honeysuckle. I just think she's going on the way down a little bit, even though she's still winning at the top level. I do think she's saving a bit up her sleeve and just doing enough, but I just think you can't stay at the top forever, and everyone knows how much I like this Constitutional, who's been watching these videos. As soon as he made his debut, he was my Supreme Novice hurdle horse. I was sweet on him all season, and I didn't even expect him to win as well as he did in the Supreme. He just looks the next superstar. He's in the right hands with Nicky Henderson. He'll probably just get the easiest preparation into the Champion Hurdle. And yeah, I can't see nothing beating him. He's got younger legs than Honeysuckle. He's got to come up to her level. But listen, I think everybody in racing is hoping he is a superstar. He looks every inch of her, and I think he will take Honeysuckle's crown off her. So that's 2 points on that Trixie. And yeah, that's 7 points staked in total. Like I say, it's a mile out from the Cheltenham Festival. But I always feel like these darts are the ones that land, the ones that you put on in advance. And yeah, that's a short little video from me. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the flat season. I don't know if you're only jumps fans who subscribe to this channel and to watch it. I love both codes. I probably am a bit more of a flat fan, but Cheltenham is the be all and end all, isn't it? You get that all the anti-post markets, and it's super exciting following them throughout the year. And these will be my first selections. So that's Brandy Love 7-1 for the Mare's Hurdle, 2 points. Ahoy Senor 10-1 for the Gold Cup, 2 points. Allegory de Vassy 10-1 for the Mare's Chase, 1 point, and a Trixie, 2 point Trixie on Delta Work 5-2, Allaho 7-4, and Con Hill 2-1 in Constitution Hill. That'll be all from me. So have a good summer, people, and yeah, see you in the next video.